Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about one of the most dramatic and dangerous developments in the Middle East, a moment many analysts have been warning about for years. The breaking point has finally arrived as Iran has launched a missile at Israel, marking a direct escalation in their long-standing rivalry. This is not just a regional issue, it has global implications because whenever Israel and Iran clash, the whole world watches closely. In this review, we will break down the situation like we analyze a powerful machine, looking at the exterior, the interior, the performance, the safety features, the unique selling points, the price, and ultimately reaching a conclusion about what this event really means. From the exterior perspective, Iran's missile launch is a display of strength meant to be seen by the world. Just like the sharp, intimidating lines of a car designed to impress at first glance, the missile attack is Iran's way of showing that it is not afraid to confront Israel directly. This exterior appearance is all about deterrence and power projection. Iran wants to send a message to Israel, its neighbors, and to the United States that it is capable of striking with precision beyond its borders. The image on the outside is one of defiance and boldness, crafted to leave a lasting impression. Looking inside, the interior of this confrontation reveals a more complex reality. Iran's decision is not just about military might but also about internal politics and regional pressures. Domestically, the Iranian government faces challenges like economic sanctions, public unrest, and political divisions. By targeting Israel, leaders hope to rally their people and show themselves as defenders of national pride and Islamic causes. For Israel, the interior is about security concerns, the ongoing fight against Iranian influence in Syria and Lebanon, and the ever-present shadow of Hezbollah. The interior, though shorter in explanation, is far more complicated than the exterior appearance suggests. Performance is perhaps the most critical part of this analysis. A missile launch is not just about firing a weapon, it is about the range, accuracy, payload, and the overall effectiveness of the strike. Iran has developed various missile systems over the years, from short-range ballistic missiles to more advanced medium-range systems that can reach deep into Israeli territory. The performance of these weapons has been tested in conflicts in Syria, Iraq, and during attacks on U.S. bases. For Israel, the performance test comes in the form of its famous Iron Dome and Arrow defense systems, which are designed to intercept incoming missiles with impressive success rates. This back-and-forth performance test is like a high-speed race between two finely tuned machines, each pushing its limits to prove superiority. Safety features are crucial in any design, and in this context, they translate to defense mechanisms and countermeasures. Israel has invested heavily in multi-layered missile defense systems. The Iron Dome handles short-range threats, David's Sling tackles medium-range missiles, and the Arrow system is designed for long-range ballistic threats. These are the safety belts, airbags, and collision sensors of a nation under constant threat. Iran, on the other hand, relies on strategies such as dispersing its launch sites, using mobile launchers, and hiding its missile capabilities underground. These safety features are not about protecting civilians but about ensuring that their offensive capabilities survive any counterattack. Both sides are constantly upgrading these protective systems, knowing that in a real confrontation, survival depends on them. The unique selling points of this conflict are what make it stand out from other rivalries around the world. For Iran, the unique selling point is its ideology and network of allies across the Middle East. Hezbollah in Lebanon, militias in Iraq, and the Houthis in Yemen all serve as extensions of Iran's influence, giving it multiple launch pads for pressure against Israel. For Israel, the unique selling point is its combination of advanced technology, intelligence capabilities, and support from Western allies, especially the United States. This rivalry is not just about missiles and defense systems, it is about two completely different approaches to power. Iran sells itself as the defender of resistance against Western dominance, while Israel presents itself as the technological fortress of democracy in a hostile region. Price is always part of the calculation, and here it is not measured in dollars alone but in lives, resources, and political costs. Iran pays the price of sanctions, international condemnation, and the risk of further isolation. Israel pays the price in constant readiness, billions of dollars spent on defense, and the psychological toll on its population that lives under the threat of attack. Each missile costs money to build and launch, and each interceptor missile from the Iron Dome costs even more. The economic burden grows heavier with every exchange of fire, draining both sides in ways that can be as damaging as physical destruction. In conclusion, the breaking point we are witnessing between Iran and Israel is not just another flare-up in the Middle East. It is the result of years of tension, build-up of arsenals, and clashing ideologies. From the exterior, it looks like a show of strength. On the inside, it is driven by politics, fear, and survival. The performance of both offensive and defensive systems will be tested under real conditions, while safety features will decide how many lives are spared. The unique selling points highlight the broader networks and alliances each side relies upon, and the price reminds us that war is never cheap. What we are left with is a dangerous cycle where each strike and counterstrike risks pulling the region and perhaps the world into a wider conflict. Whether this missile launch will escalate into a full-scale war or be contained by diplomacy remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the Middle East has reached a breaking point, and the consequences will be felt far beyond its borders.